The bees are having some problems, as most people have heard about. So it's a little harder to keep bees than it used to be. I've talked to some older beekeepers who did it for 30 years, and they used to say that it's so easy. You put a hive of bees in your backyard and you'd be fine. And now there are little mites that get on them. There are diseases and viruses that they get, so it's a little harder, and it takes a little more attention from the beekeepers to keep them alive now. Another big problem is that there's not as much out there for the bees to eat. There used to be lots of hedgerows and wildflowers and just roadside weeds that honeybees love, and clover in people's yards. But now, with subdivisions and people using chemicals on their lawns, if you look at a lawn that has been treated with chemicals, there's no clover, there's no dandelions, and those are the things that the bees like. So it looks like a completely empty refrigerator to them. There's no food for them to get. The goal is to keep the bees alive over the winter. What they're doing in the wintertime is making a cluster inside the hive, and they're moving their wing muscles around to keep warm, and they're keeping the queen warm, and they keep a steady temperature inside the hive. And they eat some of their honey stores, and your goal is to make it through till the spring when they can get out and get some new nectar and some new pollen. If they haven't stored enough honey in the hive over the winter, they can starve during the winter time. So, and also if it's cold for a long stretch, like it has been around here lately, the bees need to get out and fly at least a little bit during the winter time just to get out of the hive. They need to move around and get to their stores of honey. Sometimes bees will starve. If it's too cold, they'll stay put and they won't move even a few inches to get to the honey that they've stored. So getting them through the winter is really crucial.